Yes, good people. Welcome back to Soccer Perspective. I hope you're all doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I wholeheartedly offer whatever suits your time zone. Hopefully, you can hear me. Today, we're going to do our EPL Week 11 predictions, where we try to look at the statistics and predict what we feel the most likely outcome for each game of the Week 11 of the 2023-2024 Premier League season. I hope you're all doing well. More importantly, this is the first edition of this particular show on this on Soccer Perspective. It will be a weekly thing. Hopefully, we will get more interested participant in terms of panelists, so you can always get diversified opinions. But that's by the way. Sit back, relax, and let's get into the show. Yes, people, thank you so much. And please, if you're watching, take a second, drop a like on the stream. We'll really appreciate that. I knew it will be probably pretty much dry, but if you can be patient and listen, I think you will enjoy the show. It's interactive here. Your opinion matters, so you don't not have to do a super chat for me to address your whatever you have to read your comments in the chat, just the same way you see. Again, if you're a member of the Chelsea Perspective community, then you will love being a member of our Soccer Perspective community. But that's, by the way, let's get into it without wasting much of your time. So we'll start by going through the Premier League's overall statistics. So who's topping the table? That will give you the idea of who will most likely do what this in week 11. The first item we're looking at there, no need, we'll keep it at the first of three, because those three we will still go through the matches one by one, look at the statistics head to head, and the form of each team, current form of each team, and then give you a good idea of what the outcome of that particular game will most likely be. So the first one, top scorer, of course, yeah, the usual suspect, Erling Haaland. He has 11 goals in total, followed by Heung-min Son, the Tottenham forward, with 8 goals. Mohamed Salah, always there every season, 8 goals in total. And for assist, it is Pedro Neto of Wolverhampton Wanderers with seven assists, followed by Kieran, I can't pronounce his name. Kieran Trippier of Newcastle United with 6 assists, and James Maddison of Tottenham with a 5 assists. By the way, I'm concerned because we're playing them on Monday and he's on form. The Tottenham team right now, they are high, they're flying high. But I hope we ruin my club. Chelsea ruins that for them. And goals plus assists in total, Erling Haaland has 13. And Mohamed Salah 12. Oli Watkins a 10. And what category is this? I forgot the FOTMOB rating. Goals per 90 minutes. Callum Wilson. I'm not shocked because I know he's a prolific finisher. If he gets a chance, he puts it away. The X's, we don't need to look at those. It's just a waste of our time. Shots by 90 minutes. Ansu Fati. Wow. Even though he hasn't played that much, correct me if I'm wrong, he hasn't played that much for Brighton, and he has a 5.2 shots per 90 minutes. Darwin Nunes, 4.9, 4.8. Alejandro Garnacho. If they're shooting that much and not scoring that much, which means they're awful in front of God, it's simple logic, really. Accurate passes per 90 minutes. So Rodri of Manchester City, 105.8 passes per 90 minutes. That's not bad. Lewis Dunk of Brighton at 91.4 passes per 90 minutes. And Pierre Emile Højbjerg, how do you pronounce that? I can't pronounce his last name. The Tottenham player, 88.1 per 90 minutes. Not bad. Shots on target per 90 minutes. Callum Wilson. Neil Mope, 2.7, Ansu Fati 2.6. So that Ansu Fati, not really, you could say, not that awful in terms of shots per 90 minutes. So given his shots on target per 90 minutes, a big chances created. Mohamed Salah, wow. A lot of people know him more of you can say a finisher, the one needing you get the chances created for him, but he's created quite a sizable number. Most big chances created is Mohamed Salah leads that by nine big chances created, followed by Kieran Trippier with 8, and Musa Diaby of Aston Villa 7. Not bad. Chances created in total. James Maddison 31, followed again. He's on par with Kieran Trippier, 31 each. I can't pronounce his name. Kieran Trippier. Yeah, Trippier is how you pronounce his last name. Now I remember that. Wow. He's on par with them. And Bruno Fernandes 29.0. Not bad. It says, hey, Coachella, why are you playing this on Perspective Twitch? I shouldn't have. I should have disconnected it. But next time I will disconnect it. It's so football. But I should separate Chelsea from that. Let me just take it off. Let me leave it. Next time, then I will separate it properly. So let's move down also. Apologies for that. Yeah, let's see anything else important. Successful dribbles. I want to see that. Wow, Mohamed Kudus, who just joined not long ago, has 4.9 dribbles and hasn't played that much. 4.9 dribbles completed per 90 minutes. Jeremy Doku, yeah, he's another fine dribbler. 4.9 per 90 minutes. And Mano Solomon of Tottenham, 4.5 per 90 minutes. Wow. Big chances missed. Oh, whoa. This saves this saves Nicholas Jackson of Chelsea. Here's the thing. This is funny, really. But this proves something. Here's the thing. The volume of chances a team creates matters. I get it. You hear people say, yeah, you need to create. We created enough chances to win a game. Create more. The simple logic is the more chances you create, the more your team has the opportunity to score more goals. Look at he's topping the goal scorers chart by how many goals in total? I think 13 goals, 11 goals. Yep, and he has 2 assists because 11 plus assists in total, 13 in total. But big chances missed. Wow. He's missed 11 in total, which means he topples Nicholas Jackson. Actually, Nicholas Jackson is now in 10. Maybe had he been fit enough to play some of the games he missed, he'd be on par with him. I'm not too sure what to make of that, but it just shows you you need to create more, because the more goals you create, the more the chance your team has to score more goals. Penalties awarded Fabio Vieira of Arsenal 2. Wow. Anthony Gordon 2, Raheem Sterling 2. Successful tackles per 90 minutes. I'm quite sure if I expand this, we get to see Conor Gallagher in this category. Number 1 is Boubacar Charo of Wolverhampton Wanderers, 3.4 per 90 minutes. João Paulinho, 3.1 per 90 minutes. João Paulinho of Fulham. Some Chelsea fans wanted the club to sign him over Casado. I think he's a fine player. Joel Veltman of Brighton, 2.8 per 90 minutes. Interceptions. Lewis Cook of Bournemouth, 2.7 per 90 minutes. Tadem Mengi, 2.7 per 90 minutes. And John Egan, that's how many? 2.4 per 90 minutes. And Clarence per 90 minutes. John Egan also topples that one, 7.3. Ethan Pinnock, 6.7. Austin Trusty, 6.6. And blocks per 90 minutes. Jean, is that pronounced Jean or Jean? Jean-Paul Van Heek. Hopefully I'm not butchering people's names here. 2.1 per 90 minutes. Wow. Followed by Dara O'Shea and James Tarkowski of Everton, 1.6. Penalties conceded a lot by Chris Richards. Lots of them in ones. Possession 1 in the final third by 90 minutes, toppled by Harvey Elliott of Liverpool, Alejandro Garnacho of Manchester United, 2.2, Gabriel Jesus of Arsenal. Wow, His pressing must be excellent. 2.2. Clean sheets. Yep. Sam John Stones, Crystal Palace, Nick Pope, Newcastle United, and Guillermo Vicario. I hope I pronounced that correctly. All fours actually. So let's see save percentage. A save percentage is Tottenham's goalkeeper Giuliano Vicario. Wow, 79.1. And Alison Baker of Liverpool, 78.6, and Nick Pope of Newcastle United at 71.1. Wow. Okay. Saves per 90 minutes. We don't need that. Goals prevented. Wow. Luton Town's Thomas Kaminsky and Alfonso Areola of West Ham United. All those. I think we need that one. Let's see anything else. Discipline. Let's check that. Yeah. Yellow cards, a five for Aaron Hickey. Anthony Gordon, five. Edson Alvarez, wow, five already. And I think we should add, if we expand it, I think we'll see more about two Chelsea players or one at least. Red cards, Alexis McAllister, one, Alex of Liverpool, Mario Lemina of Wolverhampton Wanderers, one, and Yves Bissouma of Tottenham, one. Okay, we're moving from that. We're getting to looking at the games one by one. The first game we'll look at will be look at the statistics and teams' current form head to head and give you a very good idea which team comes in top, if that makes sense. So let's move to that straight up. I think that when we'll look at we may not look at all the games, but let's give it a shot. I'm really tired this evening. I just said I've scheduled this show already. If you haven't, please take a second, drop a like on the stream. We have 8 likes already. That's actually shocking to me. I didn't know we get up to 8 likes in this particular show. So let's see. Yeah, let's see. And Fort Mob, yeah, just there are probable, you can say, a predicted lineup for both teams. I'm not too sure whether that be the case, but we'll find out. Okay, yeah. Overall, you can say Fulham going into this game are the underdogs. They've met a total of how many times? uh 16 times. So Manchester United, they've won 13 times and drew three. So in the last 5 games, 1-1 draw Old Trafford in the Premier League. Manchester United beat them 2-1. Again, away to Fulham. 3-1 Manchester United win, and all that. Let's just go with yeah, Fulham has they've won none out of 16 meters with Manchester United, while Manchester United have won 13 in total. So overwhelmingly the favorites to win this one. And let's see what people think. I usually like to participate in the poll. Probably what did I do here? I have to go back. Just give me 1 second. I wanted to vote here. So what happened? Okay, the top scorers. That's the wrong place to try that. So I'm going to vote here. I'm going to close out this one. Just give me 1 second here. Yep, let's vote. I think Manchester United wins. And 53% of people who's participated in the poll thinks United will win. 70% thinks it will end in a draw, and 29% of the people thinks Fulham will win. 29%, that's a lot if you given the head-to-head. Maybe probably because Man United, you could argue they're in a very poor form right now. But let's look at teams' current form. Well, not really. All pretty much the same. They're actually in better form. They've lost two. Fulham have lost two, and United have won three. At one point, they won three in a row. Yeah, and the form of you say Fulham, uh, their form has been everywhere. It's not stable. But I still go with United winning this one. Not mind them, even without looking at the polls. Head to head alone is enough to tell you it's difficult. Please, let's be honest here. Given the squad of both teams, if you look at the Manchester United squad, on paper, they're supposed to win this. But I'm still going to say this. You cannot script this game. But I think United will win this one. I don't think Fulham gets a goal in this. I think the game ends at 3-0 to United. I get it. Yeah, they lost let's see that they lost two of their last games, and one was against Manchester Manchester City and the other one against Newcastle United. But I think that they're going to win this one. I don't see them losing this one, and I think they will win it by 3-0. But let's go further and look at the insights here, which you can say, aka statistics. It gives you more idea. With that, you can say you come to a sensible conclusion with the team again with the team that will most likely win that game because they say numbers don't lie, but it's not a certainty. Let's look at it. Fulham are ranked 15th in goals scores. They're averaging 0.9 goals per game. Ranked 12th in goals scored. They're averaging 1.1. So they're better in this particular department. Fulham have considered the most penalties this season. Yeah, Manchester United, if we're being honest, they're into the dark arts, and also they're into, you could say, they have dazzlers who can cause the Fulham defensive line to panic and stick a leg out and concede a penalty. So Manchester United haven't lost to Fulham in the last 16 meetings, something we've looked at: 13 wins and 3 draws. So most likely outcome. Here's the thing: I'm gonna be cautious here because I get it. They say numbers don't lie, but in terms of statistics, it just gives you, in terms of statistics and football, it just gives you a good idea what the most likely outcome will be for that game. It's not a certainty. That's because you cannot script this game, and I'm sure we all can agree to that. And thank you for 8 likes. I appreciate that. I believe if a lot of people are watching, we should be doing better than that. But if you're watching, if you haven't, please do take a second, drop a like on the stream, and help us to reach more people. So for this one, my verdict is that United will win by 3-0. Fulham, you can say, let's look at their form. They've been scoring against, let's see the opponents. Ipswich Town, and 1-1 draw against Brighton and Hove Albion. Tottenham, they couldn't score. Against Sheffield United, they scored. It depends on the team they're playing. I don't think they get a goal against Manchester United, in my opinion. So we'll move on. Let's go to the next game. We'll try to cover as many games as possible. Hopefully, again, the internet won't act up as it's been doing for a while right now. So let's move on to the next game. Let's go for it. Okay, the second one. I don't know. Should we go with the Brentford West Ham game? I think that would be a little bit difficult to predict. You have to look at the statistics head to head and everything to come to a sensible conclusion on, you can say, which of the teams will come out on top at the end of the day. Let's see what else we have here from. He says it's absolutely fine, coach. I was just joking, but you still made the topic. It looks like I know the person that's stuck in here, but not by that name. Not by that name. JC! Pay attention, coach. Come on, pay attention, coach. Oh my gosh. Pay attention. The spelling. I was I wasn't too sure because of the spelling, because it's a JAA, a triple A, C, and oh my goodness. Come on, coach. Pay attention. But that's, by the way, let's look at this one. It is Brentford versus I think I have to write down my other prediction. I don't want to come back to the video. I said Manchester United will beat who was that again? Gosh. They will win by 3-0. Just give me a second here. I want to be jotting them down, so I'll be paying attention to my predictions and see how close I am. I used to be very good at this, but I haven't done predictions in a while. So I'll just go with 3-1 United win. Okay, the second game is Brentford versus West Ham United with this says with West Ham away. So let's go. Let me participate in the vote. See what the people thinks will happen. I'm gonna vote for West Ham winning this one. Wow, it's pretty much balanced. You can say pretty much balanced. This says, let's see what this says here. It says 42% that thinks West Ham United will win this one, and 33% that thinks Brentford will win it, while 25% thinks it will end in a draw. So let's look at them. Brentford, it's a tricky, you can say, encounter for any Premier League side, in my opinion. So, but let's look at the numbers head to head, and the numbers that will help us come to a sensible conclusion. Head to head, they've met at 7 times. Brentford won 4 times, and uh, uh, um, no, Brentford have won 3 times, while the Hammers, West Ham United, won 3 times. That's 7 in total. The last how many minutes? 5 minutes. 2-0 to Brentford. 2-0 to Brentford. Wow. Then 1-0 to 1-0 to West Ham, and then 2-0 to Brentford. Wow. So they've been mopping the floor with them, just like they've been doing with Chelsea. And the last 5 games, you could say teams are current form, pretty much even also. But West Ham have lost more games. They've lost 3 games. They won their last game. Brentford won their last 2 games. Pretty much balanced, you could say. But you could argue definitely Brentford is in a better form. But let's see. Let's look at let's see what the numbers has to say, and then that will help us come to a sensible conclusion as to what team comes out on top by the end of the day. This says ranked 8. Brentford are ranked 8 in terms of goals scored, 1.6 goals per game. Ranked 8 also 1.6 goals, so they're pretty much even. Brentford and West Ham United have not drawn any of their last matches against each other. Wow. Haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 6, so they've been conceding. Okay. Have scored 7 goals in their last 5 matches. And how many has West Ham scored? West Ham has scored 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 in total, actually. Yeah, 1, 2. Okay, Brentford 5, 6, 7, 8. What am I counting here? Okay, 2. Okay, 5. They scored 1 here. 6. They scored 1 here. 7, 8. Wow. So I'm seeing, okay, they're ranked 8 in goals scored, 1.6. They scored, they're averaging 1.6 goals per game, both the 2 teams. But West Ham haven't kept a clean sheet in 6 games. Wow. Brentford has kept a clean sheet against Chelsea, kept a clean sheet against Burnley. But they're not conceding too many. They are really not conceding too many. So I'm not too sure. Let's look at this. Ranked 14th in goals conceded per match. I need to see where's Brentford ranked in terms of goals conceded. Wow, it's difficult to say. So let me see. Okay, West Ham have been conceding. They've been conceding quite a lot of late. Ranked 8 in goals conceded. That's a lot. They concede up to 1.6 goals per game, and Brentford, they don't concede that much. If anything, it's just 1 goal there, 1 goal there, 1 goal there. So I'm gonna go. Wow, I'm gonna go Brentford winning, beating West Ham 1-0. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Let me jot that down. Brentford. Yep, and they're at home too. Brentford 1-0 West Ham. Yep. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm not changing that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. People who have 8 likes, we can do better than that. If you're watching, we have just 2 people watching. In case those 2 people haven't liked the video, please just do me a favor. Encourage me. Yeah, encourage me by dropping a like on the video. We keep going. Let's move on to, to the next one. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see what else we have here. The next game will be Burnley at home to Crystal Palace. Wow. Let's see. And we'll look at the numbers. We'll look at head to head. We'll look at their current form and then what the insights say. Let's go for it. I'm going to vote. In this one, here's the thing. I think, I definitely think Crystal Palace will win this one. Yep. But here's the thing. Maybe I'm being biased. Maybe I'm influenced by the fact that if we look at the table here, I want to look at the table here. Let's go Premier League table. Biased by the fact that Burnley have been in awful form. I'm a human being. I'd say it's easy to say that's the reason. I'm gonna come back to it while it's still loading. So let's find Burnley here at the very bottom of the table. Yep, look at it. Three losses in the you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, one win in 5 games. And I don't see them beating Crystal Palace. Let's go. Let's just quickly do a quick judgment. Who's won? You can say they've drawn 2 and won 1 out of their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. I'll go. Let's look at the numbers and see what the numbers tell us. Head to head, they've met how many times? Okay, that's 15. They've met 20 times. Burnley have actually won more. They've won 8 times. Crystal Palace winning 7 times. And the last meeting, 5 meetings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 meetings. Let's just go with that. Burnley won 1-0. Burnley won the second one, and both in the Premier League. Wow. And then the third one also in the Premier League, 3-3 draw. Serious goal fest there. 1-1 draw. Okay, let's see what the numbers say. I'm not going to change my mind here as of yet. I still think Crystal Palace will win, but the only thing that can get me to change my mind will be the numbers. If the numbers suggest otherwise, then I will make an adjustment with my prediction too. Let's see. Here we have ranked 17th in goals scored. Scored 0.8 goals per game. Ranked 17th in goals scored. They equal. Wow, it's not looking good here. Burnley haven't lost to Crystal Palace in their last 5 matches, but you can say that gets thrown out of the window given the fact that they've lost 4 in a row. Yeah, they're only beaten Luton Town by 2-1, and they don't score too many actually. No, they don't score too many. Yeah, same thing as Crystal Palace, but maybe Crystal Palace defense better. That's why they've managed to be where they are on the table. They haven't kept a clean sheet in 6 matches in a row. They ranked 13th in shots on target per match, 4.2. So they will have a go. Have scored 2 goals in their last 5 matches. Like as if that is a huge thing. Scoring 2 goals in 5 matches. That's shocking, really. So let's see. The 2 goals. Wow. Wow. Interesting. I'm not too sure how I think this particular game ends. Okay, if we're going by the numbers, they both don't score too many. Yep, and goals scored 0.8, both of them 0.8 per game. But Burnley haven't lost, but this one is just history, and it doesn't in football. History doesn't always repeat itself, in my opinion. They're ranked 13 in shots and targets, so they shoot more. Have scored more, and Burnley in the last scored 2 goals in the last 5 matches, and Burnley have scored how many in the last 5 matches? No, one here, 2 and 3 here. They've scored more. Simon Histon, wow. It's a difficult one. The numbers are getting me to rethink what So Burnley have scored, but they can't defend. That's the thing. They concede quite a lot. Yep, they concede a lot. A lot more than they concede a lot more than Crystal Palace. Wow, they conceded 4 here, 7, 6, and 9 into the 10 in total. While Crystal Palace have conceded, they've conceded 2, 6, and 7. No, 6 and 9. They've got 9. Wow. They've each considered 9 goals in total. Let me count it again. They've got Crystal Palace have considered 3 here, 7 here, 8. They've considered 8. Okay. 3, 7, and no, no, and 9. They've considered 9. Yep, 6, 9. They've considered 9 in total, while these guys have considered 4. 7, 9. Wow, 11 more. So I'm going to go. They both concede quite a lot. So I'm going to go 2-1 Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace will beat Burnley uh, by 2. And then 2 Crystal Palace. CP. I'm just gonna go with CP. Let's go to the next game. Hopefully, I still have the energy to finish this. Yeah, I'm low on the energy. That's because I'm tired. So we've checked. What games have we looked at? Brentford, West Ham. We've looked at Fulham, Manchester United. We've looked at Brentford, West Ham, and this one. Let's look at Everton, Brighton. That's an interesting one. Let's see what we have there. Keep dropping the likes. 8 likes. When am I shouting? Keep dropping the likes. I have only one person watching, but that's fine. Let's see. Give me 1 second. All right, let's see what else we have here. Everton at home to Brighton. Let's see. 4-2-3-1. Wow, 4-4-1-1. What a structure there. But that's the list of my concern. Who wins this one? Oh, I'm gonna say off the top of my head. Let me just go back before I even start looking at the numbers. I think this one looks like the sort of game that will most likely end in a draw. Let me go with the draw in this vote. Wow, 51% of thinks Brighton will beat Everton, and 23% of thinks he ends in a draw. 26% of thinks Everton wins. Okay, let's look at head to head. Head to head, they've met 12 times, and Everton have won 6 times. But Brighton have won 4 times. But this is a different Brighton. They've improved ever since, in my opinion. So let's look at their last 4 meetings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everton beat them away in 2021 2-0. And then 2022, yeah, Brighton got their revenge, beat Everton away by 3 goals to 2. Brighton beat them the next one 4-1 also in the Premier League. Everton at home also. Wow. Brighton beat them 5-1 also in the Premier League. Oh my goodness. It's how you can say 1, 2, 3, 4 4 you can say 3 high goal scoring games, but that doesn't tell us much. In terms of their top scorers, Everton's top scorer is Ibrahim Dakore, 3 goals in total, 0 assists. For Brighton, it is Ferguson, yeah, the new kid in town, 5 goals in total, and they've both played 10 matches apiece. Current team form. Okay, let's see. Wow, pretty much even, but too many draws for Brighton. 1, 2, 3 draws, 2-2 draws. So they concede a lot too. 2-2 draw for Brighton. Another 2-2 draw, another 1-1 draw. Yeah, against they beat Ajax 2-0 at home. Before that 1-1 draw against Fulham. Wow. They score goals. They do score goals, but they concede quite a lot. Everton beat West Ham 1-0 away and beat Burnley 3-0 at home. They lost to Liverpool. Yeah, the Riverside Derby. What's it called? What's it called again? Is that what's the correct name? I've forgotten. Uh, mm, Luton Town beat them. It's hard to tell. So let's look at what the numbers say here. So this says Everton are ranked 13 in goals scored per game, which is 1 goal per game. Ranked, yeah, they score a lot, but they concede a lot too. Brighton are ranked a third in goals scored per game. They average 2.3 goals per game, and Everton is very averaging 1 goal per game. Okay. Everton and Brighton have not drawn any of their last games, so this tells us there must be a winner. And please, if you're just joining us, make sure to drop a like on the stream. And if you have a question for me, drop it in the chat. I'll try the best I can to answer it. We have just 2 people watching. The viewers have been switching from one person to the other. Yeah, let's see. Average video duration is 2 minutes, but that's fine. Let's say Arnold Danjuma has the most shots on target per match for Everton, 1.5. That's for Everton to be specific, not the whole league. Let's see. Ansu Fati has the most shots on target per match for Brighton and Hove Albion. I think we've looked at that. So it's nothing new. Here's the thing. Everton will score. Um, Brighton will score. I think Brighton will beat Everton 3 goes to 1. So let me write that down, jot it down. Everton 1. Everton 1, 3, Brighton. That's what how I think that one ends. Yep, let's go to the next one. Just give me 1 second here. Um, Let me correct something here for right, let's go. And this is Crystal Palace. Let me correct this quickly. All right, Crystal Palace. There we go. Let's move on to the next game we have lined up here. So this one, I think Brighton will beat Everton 3-1. Everton will score. My logic being, yeah, Brighton they concede a lot, and I think Everton, as poor you may think they've been this season, I think they're very potent enough to score goals. So that one, and we have this one here. Let's go. I think I need to break this down. Could have done then tomorrow. I'll do the one for the next day maybe. So that yeah, it's not too long unnecessarily. So let's see this one here. So this will be part one. So we'll have part two. This one is Manchester City versus AFC Bournemouth. Yeah, of course. We know already without vote. Let me just vote. I think. Let me say I'm not gonna. Let me at least 70+% will think that Man City will win this one. Let's see if I'm correct. There you go. 78% of people thinks Man City will win this one. 13% thinks it ends in a draw. And 9%, only 9% thinks Burnley will get a draw. And for me, here's the thing. I'm not surprised. I knew it. Remember, I said 70% plus would believe that Man City will win this one. And again, they will score goals. Erling Haaland is topping the goal scorers chart with 11 goals in total. I think the following those below him on that particular chart are eight down. Let's see. Top scorers for both teams. Former Chelsea, you can say former Chelsea man. You call him Chelsea Academy product. Solanke has 4 goals and 1 assist. Erling Haaland has 11 goals and 2 assists, and they've both played 10 games apiece. So not surprising. Yeah. Ranked Man City are ranked 16 goals scored per match, 2.2 goals per game. And ranked 17th in goals scored per game, 0.8 goals per game. Manchester City haven't lost to AFC Bournemouth in their last 13 meetings. Wow. We haven't looked at head to head. We'll get to that in a bit. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 5 matches. Yeah, talk about that. It's just like they say, what's that saying? That has something to do with sharks. Sharks flock where they see blood. In terms of goal scoring, Manchester City, they are not as potent as they used to be, but they will punish you if you give them opportunities. NATO is ranked second in saves per match in the competition, which that shows if your goalkeeper is saving that much, it simply means you're awful defensively, in my opinion. So let's look at head to head. Yeah. Head to head, they've met 13 times, and Manchester City have, you guessed it, have won all of them. Shoo, not surprising. The last one, 4-1. Looks like they concede every time they play. Most of the time that they played against them, out of 1, 2, 3, 4 games, only one of those games did Man City not concede. Yep, and not all of them are high scoring. So this one ended 2-1 in that's in 2020, 2021. Then it's still 2020, and the 2-1 also okay. EFL Cup, and then the Premier League. And then this one is also the Premier League 2022 4-0 Man City. And in February of 25th, that's 2023, Man City beat them by 4 goals to 1. Okay, let's see. Where are they on the table? Bournemouth. Let's see. Where are they? Wow. 17th. They lost 4 in a row, then 1-1. They beat, look at the team they beat. Burnley by 2 goals to 1. and then Man City. I don't think they get a goal this time, in my opinion. Let's look at the insights again. It says Man City scores 2.2 goals per game, averaging 2.2 goals per game. Yep, 0.8, which means the chances of them scoring is low, and they haven't kept a clean sheet in 5 matches. So I'm gonna go. Man City are gonna beat them. I'm gonna go. Man City are gonna beat Bournemouth by 5 goals to nothing. Yeah, I don't know why I'm saying that, but the numbers suggest Man City will win five. Yeah, they will beat them 5 goals to nothing. Let's go with that. We'll find out how correct I am. Just give me 1 second. I'm just taking that down. 5 goals to 0. And Bournemouth. There you go. 1-2. We predicted Fulham 1, Manchester United 3, Brentford 1, West Ham United 0. Yep. Burnley 1, Crystal Palace 2, Everton 1, Brighton 3, Man City 5, Bournemouth 0. Let's see how correct I'll be tomorrow. I hope I don't cover my face in shame. So let's see the next game. How many games for Saturday? 2 more games for Saturday, and we'll call it this. So let's go for Sheffield United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Let's look where they are on the table, in the table here. Sheffield United bottom table, Wolves 12th. Mixed form. Draw, win, draw, win, draw, win. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Wolves will win this one. Just for by the vote. Even before I look at the numbers, let me say Wolves will win this one. And 64% thinks Wolves will win. 21% thinks he ends in the draw, and 16% that thinks Sheffield United will win this one. But we'll find out in a bit. And my bro Jerry C is in the house again. JC, I do apologize for not reaching out to that brother there. I think I will. By the time again, it's our turn to play them at home. We'll do that. Hey, Kachula, surprise! Yeah, look who's here. Like you, you weren't here before, right? I'll big up to you, brother. Much love to you. I appreciate you finding the time to join. So let's see. Let's look at head to head. They've played how many times? 8, 9 times. Wolves have won 6 times. They drew 1, and Sheffield United won twice. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 meetings, they beat in that's 2020. They beat Wolves 1-0 at home. Wolves beat them 2-0 away. 2020 in the Premier League. So another one in the Premier League. Wolves beat them 1-0 at home. FA Cup, Wolves beat them 3-0 at home. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the numbers. Let's see. And top scorers are for Sheffield United. His name is pronounced Hammer. I'm not sure if I'm getting that's correct. With 2 goals, 0 assists, and Wang. I don't know. I think you pronounce that how Wang. I'm not too sure. 6 goals and 1 assist. But Hammer have played 9, while Wang has played 10 games. Okay, let's look at something that will help me predict who wins this one. Insight. Sheffield United are ranked 20th in goals scored per game, 0.7 goals per game. Wolves are ranked 10th in goals scored per game. They're averaging 1.3 goals per game. Sheffield United haven't kept a clean sheet. It's not looking good for them. Wolverhampton Wanderers have won the previous 3 matches against Sheffield United. That's history. I usually don't pay attention to this that much. It tells you nothing about the team's current form. And Wolves haven't kept a clean sheet in 8 matches. Woo! So both teams will most likely score. Now, let's look at what the numbers say, but who scores more? That's what the question will be. And Wolves have, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, Wolves have 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. And that loss was against Ipswich Town. I think, that's a cup game. That was a cup game. Let's see. Okay, in the Premier League, they've beaten Man City. Is this the Premier League? Beaten Man City 2-1. Drew, let me just check something quickly because I don't remember that. Oh, Wow. So they beat Man City 2-1 in the Premier League. Okay. They beat Man City 2-1 in the Premier League. Drew 1-1 with Aston Villa. Beat Bournemouth by 2 goals to 1. And drew 2-2 with Newcastle United. Wow. Yeah, I think they're winning this one. But they concede too. They concede. And okay. But for Sheffield United, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, oh, holy smokes. 8-0 for Newcastle United. They've been able to score 3. I don't think they score in this one. But what do I think the score line will be? Wow. They haven't kept a clean sheet in 7 matches. Wolves do concede, but they don't concede too many. Depends on the teams they've been playing. And Sheffield United, they've not been potent either. So I don't see them scoring goals against Wolverhampton Wanderers. So I'm just gonna go. Hmm. I'm gonna go Sheffield United 0. But now, how many goals do I think Wolves will score now? Let's see how many they've scored in how many games. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. They scored 2 against Newcastle United, scored 2 um, against Wolves, and that's 4. Scored 1 against Aston Villa, that's 5. Scored 2 against Manchester City, that's 7. 9. So they will score, but all of them has been just 2 goals, 1 goal. I'm gonna go. They will beat them by. Let me give them one more goal. I'm gonna say they'll score up to 3 this time. Because look at the teams they've played here. But against Ipswich, they scored just 2. Yeah, but given the you can say awful defending from Sheffield United, I'm gonna say it will be 3-0. Yeah, Sheffield United. What? Sheffield. Wow. That name. Let's go Sheffield. 0. I'm gonna say Wolves will score up to 3 this time. Chances that they score even more, but we'll find out. Wolves, okay. All right, one more game. One more game. One more game. One more game, one more game. Let's go for it. And the last game for tomorrow, then we'll do the predictions for Sunday games tomorrow. Yeah. Let's not overload this. Let's see. Okay, there you go. Let's go for it. For this one, all right, I'm gonna vote right now. I'm gonna vote for this one. I'm laughing because I think it's gonna be a tight one. And I think I'm gonna say this again. He's learned to be even more pragmatic than usual, than he was last season, probably because he thinks that will help him win the league this season. I mean, I'm going to go for a draw for this one. Yep. 50% thinks Arsenal will win. 18% thinks it will end in a draw, and 32% thinks Newcastle United will win. Okay, let's see. We'll look at the numbers and head to head. Head to head doesn't tell us that much. Recent form and insights tell us more. Head to head doesn't tell us anything. I think the fans value head to head more. That's because it's more like a belief system for fans that, yeah, we always beat this particular team every time we beat them, so we're going to beat them again. But in reality, it doesn't say much. Only stats tell you tiny bit. Even for stats, no certainty. Stats just gives you an idea, and then at the end of the day, it's the game is played over 90 minutes, and yeah, and something surprise. Kachila, it will be a surprise for all. Arsenal aren't creating much. Newcastle will smash them. I heard you say that, and I'm not going to forget. But let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. 9 likes. I appreciate you all. We haven't been streaming consistently on this particular channel, but be rest assured we'll be streaming every week to preview the Premier League and do the predictions, and the people know we do that every week. So it's better off to divide it into 2. Do one for Saturdays, for the Saturday games, do one for the Sunday games and the Monday games. On the Monday games. So let's see what else he has to say here, especially if Arsenal start that weekend midfield. Wow. Okay, let's see. Head to head, Arsenal they've played 26 times, and Arsenal have won 20 times, drawn two. Newcastle have won only three. But in recent, okay, last 1, 2, 3, 4 games, Arsenal beat Newcastle 2-0 at home. That's 2021. Newcastle beat them 2-0 in 2022, both in the Premier League, 0-0 in the Premier League, and Arsenal beat them 2-0 away in the Premier League. Okay, let's see. Recent form. We'll come to that in a bit. Jorginho and Havertz, if they start, they will be overpowered. Are you talking about the cup game? I've seen clips of Havertz fluffing it, like he should be in bed. I couldn't believe, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Really, I honestly couldn't believe what I was seeing in that in that in that particular game. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious, really. Um, maybe I need to watch the game fully, not just go by what people are saying. So here we have Newcastle. They've lost one in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Arsenal have lost one also. Arsenal lost a heavy defeat for Arsenal against West Ham United in the cup game, I recall. Newcastle beaten by Borussia Dortmund at home. So in 5 games, Arsenal have 3 wins, and in that 3 wins, they've scored a lot. But yeah, you guessed it. Again, one of them was against Sheffield United. So yeah, they scored how many goals in total? One here against West Ham, six, 8, okay, 10, and 11 goals in total. And for Newcastle United, they've scored 3, 5, 9, and 11 goals in total. So pretty much even. So let's see what else we have here. Just look at the past games. Newcastle did not lose to them in hope in the past. Yeah, in recent years they've changed. That's we're talking about a new Newcastle. So you're very correct. That's not those you can say those wins were days when Newcastle you can say they weren't one of the big boys, but things have changed now. Newcastle are one of the big boys, and they have a chance. But let's see what the numbers are. I say 9 likes. I'm feeling like I'm rich here with 9 likes here. In the home, yep, yeah, at home, yep. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all. If again for finding the time to join the show. How many people? Okay, let's see. Insights. Let's look at the insights. Newcastle ranked. Wow, they Newcastle are ranked first in goals scored per game, 2.6. They're averaging 2.6 goals per game. Arsenal are ranked a third. They're averaging 2.3 goals per game. Newcastle they score more. Newcastle are ranked in big chances created, 27 big chances in total. Wow. Arsenal have been awarded the most penalties, 6 in total, and have kept the most clean sheets in the competition. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Wow, it's difficult to say now. Let me look at those things again, see what what ideas the numbers give me. Now, Newcastle are ranked number 1 in goals scored per game, 2.6. Arsenal 2.3. So chances are both teams will score, but Newcastle will outscore them. Ranked number 1 in big chances created, 27 in total. Wow. Okay. And Arsenal have been awarded the most penalties. That's nothing. Have kept the most clean sheets. I'm gonna go for a draw. I'm going for a draw for this one. But I'm not sure. Gosh. I'm going to go to the extent of saying, but I'm just going to go give you what the score line would be. Then I'm going to go to the extent of it will be a situation where Newcastle will think they're winning, and then Arsenal will get the penalty and equalize. So I'm going to go for 2-2 draw. Yeah, I'm going to go for 2-2 draw. I'm going to go Newcastle. I'm going to go Newcastle 2, Arsenal 2. I'm going by what the numbers tell me. And I think this one is just extra. I think Newcastle, it will be a situation Newcastle will feel like they're winning 2-1, or maybe it could end up ending, but I think he ends in a draw this particular game, and then Arsenal gets a penalty, and then it becomes a draw. But we'll find out tomorrow. So with that, I think I'm going to end it here. Then tomorrow we'll do another show. Where again, that will be a very short one because on Sunday we have. I wanted to end it just in about an hour. Again, just I want it to be an hour show. On Sunday we'll have two games: Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa, and then Luton Town versus Liverpool. We'll do a prediction show for that one, and the Monday one. That's three games in a row. So I want to, JC, I appreciate you for finding the time to join the show, brother. I cannot thank you enough for keeping me company here. You made it enjoyable. I enjoyed it. Yep, and I hope to be doing this every week at least. And then, if need be, for all the shows on this particular channel, we will do that. So, thank you guys. I appreciate you, JC, my bro and friend. Thank you so much. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and bye.